Tonight, 1 week after that devastating and tragic Air India crash, there's still so many questions about just what went wrong. Today, officials in India announced that they have 2 sets of black boxes from the crash, while figuring out what happened may take months.
In the tweet, I had shared 2 videos and 2 photographs. So in one of the video, I have recorded like about the AC was not working. The compressor was either going on, off again and again, right? Which is kind of unusual thing.
I can't explain. It's miracle, everything.
We will talk about a sad tragedy that happened just days ago. A sad tragedy about people who just needed a better life abroad. A sad tragedy about people who just wanted to visit their families. A sad tragedy about people who were fighting for a better future and, in their final moments, fighting to stay alive as much as they could. On June 12, 2025, Air India flight AII-171 took off from Ahmedabad, heading to London Gatwick. It was supposed to be a journey of hope. Some passengers were flying to reunite with loved ones, some to start new jobs, and others simply seeking a better life in the UK. But just 30 seconds after takeoff, something went horribly wrong. The plane, a Boeing 787 Dreamliner, began to lose thrust. The pilot, Captain Samit Sabawal, made a desperate mayday call. Mayday, no thrust, losing power, unable to lift. But there was nothing more he could do. The aircraft plunged into a doctor's hostel near BJ Medical College, bursting into flames on impact. On that flight were 230 passengers and 12 crew members. Most of them were Indian nationals with visas to work, study, or reunite with their families in the UK. For them, this flight symbolized hope, but in mere seconds, their dreams were crushed. Among the passengers was a man named Vishwas Kumar Ramesh, a British citizen returning home. He had come to India to see his sick father. Now he was going back to London, carrying the emotional weight of that visit. He was seated in 11A near an emergency exit. When the plane struck the ground and chaos erupted, Vishwas was one of the very few who managed to move. Bruised, bloodied, but alive, he escaped through a broken emergency door. He was the only survivor. Tragically, his younger brother, who had accompanied him to help with the return trip, died in the crash. 2 brothers took that flight. Only one made it out alive. Imagine the horror inside that plane in its final moments. The passengers could hear the engines failing. They felt the plane shake. They saw the ground getting closer. People were holding hands, praying, screaming. Some texted their loved ones. Others closed their eyes. No one expected to die that day. No one knew it would be their final goodbye. This tragedy was not just an accident, it was a consequence of neglect. Air India has been repeatedly criticized for its lack of proper maintenance and poor passenger safety. And we have proof. A video recently went viral showing water leaking through the ceiling of an Air India flight, passengers holding umbrellas inside the plane. Another clip showed a cabin that looked unhygienic and dusty, with no proper safety equipment in sight. If this is how the airline treats its passengers during normal flights, what about during emergencies? Are the planes even inspected properly? Are the safety protocols updated? Are the pilots trained to handle these failures? Sadly, this crash tells us that the answers might not be what we want to hear. The black box has been recovered and is under investigation. Experts believe a total thrust loss might have caused the aircraft to stall immediately after takeoff. But while the technical causes are still under review, one thing is clear: This could have been avoided. Air India must now answer some tough questions. Families are grieving. Children are orphaned. Parents have lost sons and daughters. And one man, Vishwash, walks this earth with both a miracle and a scar. His life spared, but his brother gone forever. This wasn't just a crash. It was a massive failure of responsibility. It was a moment when innocent people paid the price for someone else's neglect. To all the victims, may they rest in peace. To all the families, and may justice come swiftly. If this tragedy moved you, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Leave us a comment. What do you think caused this tragedy? Was it engine failure? Was it airline negligence? Or a bit of both? Let us know below. Together we'll continue to ask the questions that need answers and demand accountability.